Yo, what's poppin', peeps? I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be going over the new Breaking Bad El Camino movie, giving a little review, but as you can kind of tell, it's like nighttime. And it's actually Thursday, the day before it releases, around 8 o'clock. So I'm using this time to kind of just do initial thoughts before I even watch it. I kind of stayed away from all those trailers and stuff, because I just want to, go in with a fresh mind. Of course, I watched the trailer, but I didn't rewatch it or watch any analyzations of it. We're going to wake up tomorrow, we're going to watch the movie, let a few minutes settle, and I'll reopen this camera and whatnot. And yeah, so I hope it's good. I hope it's not like Toy Story 4, where it's like, let's go to bed and then wake up. Alright, fuckers, it's like 9:30 in the morning. Let's see what we're gonna do. We are going to, I'm gonna go take a shower, I'm gonna straighten up a little bit, and then we're gonna watch this fucking movie. And I'll record myself for a little bit after I just watched it, and then I'll give like a really in-depth review after like a half hour or so. But yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, what's up? I'm back. I'm all showered and spoofed up, ready to watch this movie. And yeah, let's hope it's good. Oh man, it's probably like 11:30 or something right now. Jesus. Well, alright, it was something. I'm gonna go walk my dog real quick. Yeah, we'll start the review in a little bit, alright? So, I'll be back. So, El Camino, directed by Vince Gilligan, who also is the creator of Breaking Bad, decided to make a follow-up to the show's finale to see kind of where Jesse Pinkman has been, what he's been doing after, he breaks free from Uncle Jack's camp. Joe, what'd you think? You're a big Breaking Bad fan. Was it worth the wait? Was it needed? Because yesterday I mentioned how I hope it wasn't like Toy Story 4, where it was kind of just like an epilogue, it really wasn't needed, and it kind of took away from Toy Story 3's ending. This is a spoiler-free section, so everything I'm going to say is totally spoiler-free. Sorry if my dog keeps jiggling me. Hey, stop licking yourself, fucker. It's not like Toy Story 4. I think this is a very well-needed entry into the Breaking Bad series, and let's start off with some positives. So the positive is, it didn't feel too long. The acting was very spot on. It's been a while since Aaron Paul has played Jesse Pinkman. Him coming back and doing a good job and making it believable that, there's no time gap. That was pretty good. The cinematography was fucking awesome. It was very Danny, I'm trying to do a video. The cinematography was very on point. I need to look up if they use the same cinematographer as they did with like Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. Another positive is the story itself. I felt it was very engaging. The way they took Jesse from where he ended up at the end of the Breaking Bad finale, and then to the beginning of this movie, El Camino, and then to the ending of El Camino, I thought it was very worth it. I mean, overall, it was a really great movie. I can't really think of any more positives. Like, overall, it was just really entertaining. I mean, luckily, I'm off today, so, I was just able to wake up, watch the movie, and make this little review for you guys. Let's get on to the meh, because this movie had some meh. So, one of the main things I noticed, I was like, was when they brought back old characters. You can tell that they're old, I kind of want to mention an example, but I'm not going to. They bring back certain characters, you can tell they got a little chunky, they got a little older. Aaron Paul himself visually got older. The scars on his face kind of helped, but it wasn't bad enough to where it took me out of the movie. That's where it's meh. But, you did notice it at times when it's trying to be dramatic and stuff. Another meh aspect was, I guess you can say, the movie's, antagonizing force, I guess. It's not really an antagonizing force, it's just some obstacle he has to overcome. And the way they presented it, I was like, it's a little, half-assed in there. I get what they were going and why they put this certain person in there to act as, a force against Jesse. But, like I said, okay. And in terms of bad, oh my god. There's really nothing really bad about this movie. I don't know, like maybe the movie's logo, you know. But I mean, overall, there's no real bad, like there's no negatives to this movie, which is great. My dog is just fucking loving it, or on this carpet. So it had a lot of positives. It had some meh. It had absolutely no negatives whatsoever. So overall, I thought it was really worth it. You know, if you have a Netflix account, obviously give it a watch. If you haven't watched Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul, I would obviously want you guys watching that first. But there was a little recap in the beginning of the movie if you need a refresh on that. But to kind of sum up this spoiler-free section, I would give this movie right now probably a solid like 7.5 out of 10. Like, it was good. It had some meh. It wasn't bad by any means. I just don't know if like it was all there. I don't know. Like, it didn't really like kick me out of my seat. It was definitely a nice watch. So a 7.5 out of 10. That's my review for the movie. Now we're gonna get into the spoiler discussion. All right, so that was the spoiler-free section. Now we're gonna get into spoilers. They brought back quite a lot of characters. They brought back Mike. They brought back Jesse Plemons, who played Todd. They brought back Jane. That was a nice addition. You know, Walter. They got him back. When he came on, I'm like, I was a little shocked because I didn't think they were going to. Who else did they bring back? They brought back some of Uncle Jack's guys. Mainly the guy with the big ass shotgun in Ozymandias when the Hank shootout happened. Mike kind of looked the same, but Jesse Plemons, aka Todd, he packed on a little bit of weight, so watching him you can kind of tell like it's not the same time period, which is obviously understandable. But every flashback they had, it was very nice to see. It was like very like refreshing. Them adding in Walter White and them going to the diner after like they had to like figure out this way to restart the RV back in season 2 or 3, I believe. That's when they had to create a home battery or whatever. But let's just get it right into the ending. Jesse made it to Alaska, and they did bring back the vacuum cleaner guy. I'm sorry, I don't remember his name, but he was kind of a dick. Not gonna lie, Jesse was short like fucking $2,000, and he really sweated him over that. What I was talking about in my math section was this character who built this thing to keep Jesse locked in the lab, some welding company. Like I said, that was kind of it was a little cheesy the way they executed like him getting his payback through this like Western style like shootout. That was pretty cool. And Jesse is definitely not a dumb character. He knows his stuff. I mean, he had his moment when he was in the vacuum cleaning store, and he was like, "You wouldn't call the cops," And then they actually came up. That was pretty nice. But he's not an idiot. At the end, he had his other gun stuffed in the pocket. Kind of took a inspiration from a certain Heisenberg. With Heisenberg, he had the machine gun in the car. He had a gun hidden somewhere. So Jesse did the same thing. Had a gun hidden in his pocket when they did the duel. That was nice. He blew up the fucking place. That was pretty cool. Not gonna lie. And I really loved the way they handled Pete and Badger. Like, it seemed like Pete and Badger were like this like old married couple, And they did confirm that Walter is dead, which is very sad. I was kind of hoping maybe like, he was like paralyzed in a hospital bed and Jesse went to see him, but now he's dead. Yep. I mean, I'm glad they did that. It obviously would have taken away from the ending if they let him live, even if it was like temporarily. But when I was watching it, I wasn't really taken back by it like I thought. I think it's just because there's so much hype around this movie. There is so much, there's such a high standard for this that it's just it's impossible. Like with Avengers Infinity War and the lead up Endgame. Like there was so much, the standards are too high. I figured that was the same here. That's why I'm kind of just letting it not affect me too much. It's still an excellent watch. I still liked watching, Jesse evade the police. The pacing was a little slow in my opinion for a 2-hour movie. I mean, it's not supposed to be action-packed like I said previously, but, I mean, for it being 2 hours long, it at least felt like 2.5 hours, which, I mean, they could have cut some stuff out, but I guess at that point they didn't want to make the runtime any shorter, excuse me. They really added a lot to Todd's character. Like, he had a fucking snow globe of Lydia. what the fuck? That's weird. He's a goddamn psychopath. He killed his maid for finding his money in an encyclopedia book. So he kept the tarantula that Drew Sharp had on him when he got killed on the dirt bike, which is like, you know, like he had some mementos. But, and seeing him like that, and then remembering his death scene it added a lot more weight to it. I did like the direction they went. I'm glad they made this. I mean, it's obviously better than nothing. If you guys are new to the channel, you know, we do have the Captain Cook series, which is like Breaking Bad prequel based. We are creating a season 2 right now. Season 1's done, 7 episodes long. I did create a recap video that I'll be releasing tomorrow at like 3:30 or so. If you want to watch it, links in the description. I'm not trying to shit on it, but it does, like, you can tell, like, as you watch through the series, it gets better. Like, you know, writing, editing, production value, whatnot. Because, you know, this started like in 2017 or 2016. It's been going on for years now. And that's just because of the way we handled it. But this next season, you know, when we make it, it's going to be way better. More production value. But it's still a nice story to watch if you guys got the time for it. Also, I have a new short film coming out. It's called Richard Corey. It's 3 minutes long. You know, not going to be too long like a meaty date. That was 16 minutes long. That'll be coming out shortly. Just let me know what your thoughts are. That's it. From one Breaking Bad fan to another. Anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to like on the video, comment, leave a comment if you leave a comment, subscribe if you're new. Between me, you, and Heisenberg, have a wonderful day, and peace out. You make me